Okay, so boom. You finally realize the power of emails and owning your own data. So you create a newsletter and get a landing page fired up. You send out your first email and bloop, it's in the promotions folder. Unless you're an e-commerce company, I'm sorry to tell you, but the promotion folder is not going to help you. This is why you should get ConvertKit. ConvertKit specializes in keeping your email in the primary folder so you can increase your open rates and communicate with your audience. They also have beautifully designed landing pages and squeeze pages for you to capture more emails. I personally love the fact that they have good support. Support from you is everything. If I have a problem, I need to know I can get someone on the line or have a video that answers all of my questions. Hustlers don't give up. They say, yo, let me figure this out. I figured it out with ConvertKit. Now let's start the show. You ready, fam?
I'm ready, bro.
Let's
born
go.
ready.
You said you born ready?
I was born ready. Agent O.
I hear you. Hello and welcome to the Hustle Over Everything podcast. This is the podcast where you receive stories, tips, and strategies from entrepreneurs who've done it to grow your business and take yourself to the next level as a person. Today is a Wildcard episode.
Wildcard Mondays, baby.
You feel me? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I just saw something that energized me.
What'd you do?
It's not what I did. It's what I saw. You know, I was just on Othello Gray's Instagram page, and he just dropped the imagery of his Louis Vuitton campaign that he shot himself. Mm-hmm. And it was empowering to see a do-rag in the Louis Vuitton campaign.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nobody say that do-rags are not high fashion anymore.
So what is it about do-rags that has... do you think there's been a stigma about do-rags?
For sure.
And what's the stigma? Is it like, does it bring out, what do you call it, thug culture?
Exactly.
It seems like you're like, if you pull up in a do-rag in a meeting, how do you think you're perceived as a black man?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd be perceived as a thug, as someone who does not have the best foot forward, someone who is not professional, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying a do-rag is professional. I'm not going to say that. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But I do think that a do-rag can be styled in a way that can be streetwear, that can be equivalent to a fitted or a dad hat. Mm-hmm. You know, I think you can style that in an appropriate way. It's not just for going to bed anymore. Mm-hmm. It's not upscaled, but it's elevated itself.
It's elevated. You know, the thing is about do-rags. Personally, I've never wore a do-rag. I don't know why. I just don't think maybe it's funny. Why haven't I ever wore a do-rag? I don't want waves, maybe. You can tell me, I know what it does, but what is it that it does? I can see the waves, bro. But the thing is, like, when you put it on, it just gives you the waves. That's it. But the image of it, the image about a do-rag, when you look at people who get arrested, who get whatever, they're these guys who have a do-rag. They have like a fitted cap on. So it kind of has like this image of low income, kind of like at the bottom of the totem pole. Doesn't seem aspirational. Like when you see someone wearing a do-rag, it's like, I know what it is, but I can see them from the other side. They're like, wow, like that's like thug wear. Mm-hmm. It's like part of like the kind of like, you know, as we're gonna talk about, like the Jeezy, Gucci Mane kind of like throwback days. You know, you wear a dog tag, a baggy T-shirt, some Fat Farm jeans, and etc.
Fat Farm jeans,
and some some black Air Forces and everything. Yeah, you know.
Okay, so here's the thing about do-rags is that they're not just for waves. They're also meant to tie down your hair and keep your hair fresh, right?
Yeah.
So there's that one thing. And if you think about it, do-rags is one of the only items that's specifically for black men.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's made to make them look better. Mm-hmm. And that has been stereotyped as thug wear. So if the item that black men use, that a predominant amount of black men use, is stereotyped as thug wear, then it's saying that, it gives a alley for people to assume that you're a thug just by wearing that, which is unfortunate, and it should be changed.
Yeah.
And this campaign is a step in that direction. That's what I'm excited about. I think that if we have more symbols of black men being good in positive spaces, then that stereotype can change.
But it's kind of unfortunate that it takes a company like Louis Vuitton to really give it that stamp of approval. That's what bothers me. I know, we're excited that this is a big thing moving forward, but I just hate the fact that it has to be like given that stamp of approval by Louis Vuitton when we can give it our own stamp of approval by painting that portrait. But the fact that it's Louis Vuitton, it's like we're still begging for acceptance.
Yeah,
which bothers me.
I personally I've never looked for acceptance from Louis Vuitton, but what it is having it be appropriated for mass culture. If, for instance, if a cowboy has collar pins, right, and those are specifically for cowboys, but once Louis Vuitton has that in their ad campaign, in their clothing, then that gets repurposed as actual fashion nationwide. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but it's the truth, because they have the marketing dollars to spread that message or that idea nationwide, right? So that's the kind of difference, whereas if we were on the street now and someone sees that, the stereotype can always be there. But if they see Louis Vuitton ad, they can communicate for them, oh no, that's regular, because it's speaking to them in that upscale mindset, because they have that etched in their mind, because if we start wearing it and wearing it with suits, okay, they'll see it, but it'll take time. But Louis Vuitton is a shirt, is it's a sniper.
It's like oh wow,
direct message.
Louis is accepting this as appropriate. Then okay, fine, this isn't that bad. But at the same time, like, it's gonna take. I still don't think, even if Louis does it, it's still not gonna have the same effect that we want to have it right away. It's like people who see the Louis ad, so it's like, yeah, it's great, but it would be great if it could affect everybody at the same time. Kind of like, hey, if everyone took the coronavirus pandemic, whatever, what is the thing of it?
The
vaccine, boom, change, right? So if we look at an image like that, we kind of want that change, and this is like the kind of change we want for everything that affects black culture to change. And we look for these moments of, oh, Obama became president, this is gonna change everything. But you still got systematic, you got years of same old thing that you can't really eradicate. It's historic. It's hard to change people's perceptions. Even though you present a good family on TV, you present a good guy working in a suit, a black man in a suit, you're still going to have those people. But the change we want to see for that type of image, it's great, but it's not going to happen overnight. And it'll probably never happen.
Not at all. I think it's a drop in the bucket is what it is.
It's like a pebble in the water.
A few pebbles. A few pebbles, a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think, having guys like me or this, like the regular day guy, the everyday guy wear a do-rag would make it a little bit more stylish and a little bit more acceptable to a culture, and bring the image of black men in a better light. But yeah, the image of having that in the Louis Vuitton campaign can add as well. So I think it's building more, adding more drops into that bucket to eventually change. And it's going to be a long process, man. I 100% agree, especially with what you're saying with Obama and the vaccine. Yeah. Speaking of the vaccine, man.
Lockdown ting, bro.
Lockdown tings, man. It's insane.
I have like a get together tomorrow afternoon for brunch. And I didn't know. Yesterday I was busy. I was just having fun, as you know. I can't speak about it here. But I got a text like, hey, there's a lockdown happening Monday. So Ford is shutting down everything. Businesses, I believe Good Life, all the gyms too, right? And they just opened 2 weeks ago. So do you think if you put yourself in Rob Ford's mind, what do you think he's thinking?
I gotta say face.
Save face? You
I
think
gotta
he's
say
saving
face.
face?
Yeah, because he can't shut down schools.
Mm-hmm.
He can't shut down malls because then the real estate developers are gonna come at him.
Yeah.
So he has to do something that will affect it a bit, but won't actually make the real change that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
If he was serious, schools would be shut down, malls would be shut down, but they're not.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's not doing that, but shutting down restaurants and like bars,
shutting down restaurants, as in you can only get takeout.
Exactly, you can only get takeout. You can't dine in at all anymore. For how long is it? 28 days again?
28 days.
Exactly.
And to me, with all due respect to people who are coronavirus, and of course you'd be afraid of it, but I was looking at a study that came out the other day. I think BlogTO posted it, and they were saying dining in a tent and dining inside doesn't make a difference. You know why? Because there's no ventilation. So this whole thing is airborne. Regardless, even if you eat outdoors or if you eat, it's still the same thing. I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to make the best of the situation by making people feel comfortable to do things and not completely eradicate daily life. You're not going to make someone feel like, yo, you can't eat out. You can't go out and have fun. Let's just create. It's kind of like Sims. Look at what they've done. They've created a whole new reality for us, and we have to find a way to fit into it, right? Yeah. And take it in. I don't think people realize what is going on. I get the virus is here, but when in history have we ever been controlled like this in the modern era?
Never. Probably never.
Like the Western world shutting down. Yo, stay at home. Wear a mask. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Shut down your business. Like your life. You like take it in. The whole aspect of you building your business is to have freedom, and someone is telling you shut it down.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it's for the better.
Start it, then shut it down again.
Yeah. Well, it's not saying shut it down. It's saying shut down that aspect of it. It's for the greater good of people. It's the craziest thing. But yo, if it saves lives, you're saying that like, hey, you can keep your business open, but people are gonna die. Are you cool with that?
I'm not saying people like. The thing about this virus is the recovery rate is high, and a lot of the businesses that are being shut down should not be shut down. Right? I think it's more of a panic play.
I think it's a safe face play, but man, it's getting realer though. Like I've told the audience a few times, my family members are nurses and in the healthcare system and in the government, and it's getting worse. It's getting significantly worse.
Are there like people filled up in the hospital?
They're starting to see that. And nurses are starting to call in sick. Nurses are starting to they're starting to hey. So one thing that inside information that I have that was crazy is that when someone has when someone's taking care of a virus patient, in order to tell them that they're going to take care of them, they're putting that in an envelope. And kind of slickly giving it to them because they know that if that person knows that they're going to take care of a coronavirus patient on the next day, they're calling in sick.
So this is from
inside information.
Inside information.
Yeah.
From sources cannot be brought up. But yeah, man, I'm getting sick of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm getting sick of it.
It's been crazy.
I'm getting sick of this nonsense.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting tired of wearing a mask.
And everyone online is talking about it, and everyone's posting on Instagram about it. It's just it's swarming your entire life, So it's annoying, Speaking of Instagram, though, man, would you see the new update?
Yes, I did. I mean, who hasn't seen the new update, bro? When Instagram started, I enjoyed Instagram. It's it was all about expression, sharing your life, sharing moments in your life, doing things to show your artistic expression and etc., creating content to build influence and to build a fan base, now it just feels like it's very commercial.
Super.
It's like a big digital mall.
Super. I couldn't agree more. It feels like you can't even communicate properly anymore. Like people will see your stuff and not even like communicate with it because they're like, oh, I gotta, be stingy with my comments. I gotta be stingy with my likes. It's really incredible to see. And like you want to share regular day things of yourself, but because of your specific brand online now, you can't even do that. It doesn't even make sense. I see people like they'll actually want to share things, but they're like, oh no, it's my Instagram. I can't even touch it. Even with their stories now, because stories are becoming a lot more branded now. People are getting so much more detailed with the way they present their stories out. They don't want to share their real life. So I'm like, wow, it's intense.
Yeah. Have you debated leaving the platform ever?
No, because it's where everybody is, and I think it's still one of the best drivers socially. It's still the best communicator, I think. But there is a lot of up and comers, whether it be the way LinkedIn's working, but LinkedIn is still so businessy. The way TikTok's moving, but TikTok is just so young. I feel like an uncle watching kids dance at like Thanksgiving on TikTok.
They're all copying each other.
Exactly.
You see Twitter came out with what do you call fleets?
Yeah, for sure. LinkedIn has stories. For sure.
What is, okay, this is what I want to know. What is it about stories, like this feature of stories that all these businesses are trying to like cash in on it? Like I see what the product is, but you do a lot of social media advertising and etc. for your clients. So what is it about fleets that is so enticing, or fleets or stories or whatever, LinkedIn, that UI, like what is it about it that drives it, that these companies think it's a profit making machine?
I got you. So what's the main goal of these companies?
To get as many users as possible and aggregate those users to audiences that advertisers can tap into. And
their goal is to keep people on the platform. One thing about posting now is that posting has become a publication. I'm posting a flyer of something, of myself.
Yeah.
Whereas stories...
And it lives on. It's like, even if you delete the post, it's still there.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow, yeah.
Exactly. Whereas stories is a life aspect of it, where it's you actually living on a day-to-day basis. That's the at least attempt of stories initially. It still kind of is on Instagram, but people are branding it heavier, like I just said, right? On Snapchat, it's that 100% of people just living their life through their stories. Yeah. So it keeps people on the platform a lot longer. So any business that wants to keep people on the platform is going to integrate stories to have that, whether it be LinkedIn or WhatsApp or, fleets on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw a meme of somebody have a book. Yo, look, I open up a book and the book had stories in it. I was dying. I was like,
that's funny, bro. Yeah, man. I haven't posted a fleet yet. I haven't posted a LinkedIn story.
I posted one.
You posted one?
Yeah.
What was the kind of viewing you got on that?
It was pretty simple. There was nothing crazy about it.
Yeah.
It's the same exact UI. Everyone's copying each other. So just like anything else, these guys are hiring the same people from different companies, saying, "Hey, I saw what you did there. Go make it for us." And getting paid absurd amounts of money. So that's what the game is essentially. Find what works and duplicate it.
So Evan Spiegel of Snapchat invented stories. Facebook saw stories, copied Snapchat. Then Twitter started Vine, which became TikTok, which Facebook copied TikTok. They implemented stories. LinkedIn copied stories. Now you have Facebook launching Reels. Now Twitter is launching Fleets. So it's like, that Spider-Man meme?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're just looking at each other. I'm just curious to see like what is the next innovative platform that we're gonna use. Clubhouse is one thing that you've been trying to put me onto.
Bro, I'm so mad that you're not on it because I don't have an iPhone. Did you get the invite or is it
I did.
just download it?
My friend Aiden invited me to it.
Shout out to Aiden.
Shout out to Aiden, baby. I kind of find it boring, bro.
Dog, I'm jealous of that.
Why are you jealous?
Because I want it. I'll be going crazy on Clubhouse.
Like, bro, it's actually the most ludicrous thing. You know why? Because they keep repeating the same thing over and over.
What do you mean?
You'll have the same characters. They'll be talking about the same stuff in music. They'll be talking the same thing in entertainment. And everybody is pontificating on the same thing over and over and over.
That's what social media is, though.
But, bro, like, if it's the same group of people having the same topics and I'm supposed to sit there and listen to it, I don't even have influence in it. It's like that's the thing. You're coming in as an audience member, but you're not coming in as a creator. I don't feel powerful because I'm not Joe Budden or any of these guys on there who create these rooms, and I just come in the room and I just chill out. Over time, you can see how that gets redundant, right?
I got you. You feel like you're just going from audience to audience.
Audience to audience. Like, what value does it give to me? I can get this on YouTube. I can get this on Twitter.
So then why don't you like go for your own audience, your own room, and start talking to people on there?
I could, but it's too much work. And the thing is, it doesn't live on. There's no residue of it there.
Oh, it's like a story.
It's like a story. Yeah. It's like the room is over. The conversation's over. Boom. We keep going.
Interesting. So it's almost like stories meets Anchor.
Yeah. And you just do it and you leave. But with IG and all these platforms, at least I can build a following. At least you can see my resume, my social capital, what I have. Mm-hmm. You can look at my Twitter. You can read all my tweets. You can see my followers. I can get validation by likes and retweets and comments. I can't get that here on Clubhouse.
They'll probably make that. So there's no feed.
There's no feed. It's just like people. They've got big investment from Mark Andreessen Horowitz. They've gone like, I don't want to say a number, but they've gone a large sum of investments from pretty big investors. For sure. So I don't really know what the plan is for the product, but all in all, I'm going to give it another chance, right? Because I know there's a lot of great insights there, but it just takes a lot of my time. Mm-hmm. So perhaps I can invest a couple of hours a week, just cumulatively dabbling in and out. And yeah, man. I think you just need to get the iPhone, bro. I mean, you got your new MacBook, I see. You got
new MacBook, new camera.
We're making investments.
Big investments.
This is actually our first time this year recording in person.
Yes.
Let's discuss that.
That's a fact. Yeah, we need to touch on this. Like, this has been a long time coming. The last time we talked in person, we even saw each other in person.
This is actually the first time we're seeing each other in person
since March.
Holy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The way that the virus has impacted us is insane, man.
Yeah, man. Even just like doing, like, I can't believe we're recording it. It's to
in
be honest with you, Al, like,
in your new spot, by the way. Congrats on this.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Like,
listen, audience, Owen needs to be an interior decorator.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Because
tell them what you see, bro.
Oh my goodness! So first off,
when you walked in, like, what was like? I'll let you tell the story. I'll let you tell the story. Like, when you first came in the crib.
When I first walked in the crib, what struck me was the air. It smelled very fresh in here, and the air was refreshing. Because he has plants all around the house. He's the first gentleman I've met with plants, and I've said it a few times already. And that struck me. And the couch is a specific gray, with white and blue pillows that match the rug, that match the throw in the basket
the
here,
basket,
that match the plant. What do you call it?
The pot
that holds the plant.
Yeah.
The plants. And just to be specific, the pot is white, but the inside of the pot is blue. Mm-hmm. The details, you know what I'm saying? Making sure everything's matching. I gotta appreciate it. On the walls we got MJ, we got Muhammad Ali, we got Malcolm X, we got the Raptors. Is that the Raptors at the front?
Yeah, it's a newspaper of the morning after we won the championship.
Yep,
saying we're the champs.
Mm-hmm. And we got Malcolm X above the TV and a bookcase. Listen, it looks incredible in here. Shout out to my guy Owen, yo.
It's a very well decorated male living space.
Exactly. So it inspires me to get my shit together and I'm like, yo, how am I gonna make my spot look better? What am I gonna do?
First and foremost, bro, I think you get a new crib.
That's a fact. My spot is small. I'm ready to move, dog.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Hopefully my landlord don't hear this, but yeah, man.
Loyalty can only take you so far.
Yeah. So. Speaking of that, actually not speaking of that, I just want to get your opinion on this, man. There's this new business that I heard of that.
Yeah, this is something you cooked up, man, and
I just wanted to share it with you.
Throw it at me. What is it?
All right, so there's this new business, a consulting agency or advertising agency that has 8 million in sales and has no employees, no freelancers. And I'm like, what? It's this new business model that I thought was incredible. I'm like, well, what the heck? How's that even possible? And what he does is he has a cloud community where the people that work for him are not employees, but they're members. And instead of actually like working as employees, they, I guess, come in and be like, all right, this is the project, this we're working on. Once the client pays us, you get paid and that's it. And you can just move on with your life. Or if you want to work on other projects, you're free to. If you want to like do whatever you want with your life, you're free to. No benefits, no nothing. Just here's the job, get it done, and move on.
How many of these people in the cloud does he have?
Hundreds.
Only for him.
400 people.
Okay, go on.
400 team members. No, and there's only upper management, and that's it. Insane, right? Yo, is
there more? Is there more?
I have it right here. Let me take a quick look at it. But yeah, I heard it on another podcast. I'll link it below if anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, I thought it was interesting, the concept of not having any employees or freelancers, just team members. Quote unquote.
So I think, but you're a glorified contractor though.
Exactly, it's like a glorified contractor, but at the same time, it's not that. It's an interesting concept because, that's like the new gig economy. Most companies don't retain people for over 3-4 years. Everyone's coming in and out, so it's like even I guess the evolution of that could be this. Contractors to even more, so they don't have to pay for benefits, and it's going to be all virtual because of COVID-19 now. So, that could be the new move of just having contractors.
So it's like
team members.
It's like an Uber for it's a Uber agency, but instead of you carrying one passenger at a time, or you're just waiting for like the project to show up, and you execute on it, and you just wait on standby, and you can do other things. So is there competitive advantage more on these freelancers make more working for this agency?
I don't know. I should look into that. But
because the way I'm seeing it is like, look at Fiverr. You can control your own destiny on Fiverr, but 400 people have signed up for this specific agency because of something. What is that?
So he rewards them by like giving them like perks, and he'll like fly them out to stuff, and he has a bit of like a ClickFunnels type of thing going on where they'll like get rewards for like achieving new business goals of working towards their goals and within his business. This is like interesting concept, and he'll like fly them out to like Florida and have like a big powwow with everybody as they like work on client stuff. Yeah,
it doesn't still
sounds nuts, right?
Yeah, it still doesn't sound. It sounds amazing, but why?
Honestly, I've been thinking that this entire time, and it feels like a finesse. But
so how much did you say he's doing in revenue? 8 million.
8 mil
a year. And he keeps 50%, and he shares it with the rest of the employees.
Yeah, he calls it e-ployment. I have it right here. And you can like download a free chapter. And essentially, all right. So this is what the blurb he has on his website. E-ployment talks all about living and working in the cloud and predicts a very different future for employment in the service industries. It covers the traditional employment self. Oh, this is all right. This is a blurb for his ebook that he has.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, it's like a new employment model for creative services.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like I said, you're a copywriter. You get 6 copyright. Copyright's gonna work on like a task basis, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you get 6 of them. 3 are from this company, 3 from another company.
Mm-hmm.
You knock all 6 out.
Mm-hmm.
You're in business.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if we were to do the same thing, what does he have that is defensible? Nothing. He
This loyalty from
his
from the
contractors.
perks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting idea.
What do you think about it?
I love it, and I hate it at the same time.
yeah.
I'm just like, what, like, I love it, the fact that it's so easy and it's too easy. It's too easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's genius. But I see a lot of stress with it.
How so? What stress?
You're managing 400 people who have no stakeholder to your business to execute on something, and you don't even know them like that. I did not hire you. Like, I did not pick. Let's say when I'm hiring you, I'm hiring Alex Whitfield. You have a stake in what we do. Like, you are part of, let's say, Hustle Over Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're in it. Mm-hmm. If I'm whatever, you're just another guy, and I give you the job. How do you have quality control? That's the thing.
They interview. It's like a job.
Okay, so they interview. So how do you make sure that stuff's quality then?
Because it's like anything else. How do you make sure that an interview, like an employee, is quality?
But this is what it goes to next, right? Like what I was saying. But why do these freelancers want to join this guy?
This to make money. It's like going to Fiverr.
But why not go to Fiverr, bro, and charge more?
Because they feel like the pricing. I guess so. That's probably what it is. Is that he probably gives like a good amount of money for that. So it's like why not start your own Uber?
Well,
because he has the traffic.
He has a structure. He has the government laws on his side. He has regulations and shit on his side. So why even bother starting
your own shit?
An Airbnb or whatever when you already have all the inventory in the world? I don't know. Would I do this? It's not my type of business. It's not my type of business.
It sounds like a headache.
It sounds like a headache
from the employer standpoint. It sounds like you want to have a lot of loyalty. But the point is for him not to have loyalty, right? The point is for him to be able to get the task done. Have maybe like 6 guys on a team, and be like, all right, which copywriter is going to get it done? You got it, boom, and then just move on to the next thing. Who's making the Facebook ad? You making a Facebook ad? Great. Mm-hmm. Move on to the next thing. I found it interesting. So I personally wouldn't do it, but I wanted to share it out with y'all and get y'all opinion on it. So let us know what you think. Send us a DM on Instagram at 24/7 Hustler. Mm-hmm. I would love to know what you think about this new employment model.
Yeah.
The e-ployment is what they're calling it.
What's the business called again?
The business is called Up There Everywhere, as in cloud advertising. Okay. Yeah.
Well, big ups to him, man. 8 mil is no joke. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and he has spaces all over apparently, So what he was also doing was like he would also buy not real estate, but like co-working spaces. So you feel like you need to go into work, all right, we'll buy a WeWork.
Yeah.
And you just go into WeWork.
And just chill up in the WeWork.
Get the shit done.
Not bad.
Yeah, man. Even the sales team, I was like, wow, sales team, like, that's nuts. To have a sales team that's not employees, that's nuts.
This guy's like powerful. That's powerful shit to just sit at your home, have 400 people working for you, and not offer them crazy like employee structure type of stuff, and just get quality work done. No overheads, no, like your margins are probably insane, nasty if you ask me, bro. Like that, I love the business for that, but it's too much. It's too much headaches to really get to that level and accomplish that, when you could have done the same thing with like maybe 10 people who you're seeing them every day and getting the same results.
You still probably are though. You're still probably seeing the same folk. Like, because people are gonna be loyal. Because people are creatures of habit.
Maybe I'm just feeling as if like I don't want change. Do you think so?
That could be it.
I'm feeling like I'm kind of, what do they call it, a laggard. Maybe this is the future, and I just need to hop on the
hop on
the train, bro.
Yeah, you know,
you're the agency man here. Like, what do you think here? Like,
all right. So I work with freelancers.
Yeah.
You know, I work with a lot of different creators. So I get where that comes from, but like that's not where I don't want to see myself. I believe in little hinges swing big doors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which means that, you know, a team of 5 can create a amazing ad for Apple. Mm-hmm. I believe that a team of 6 can create an amazing ad or amazing Facebook ad for, you know, the top 5 companies in the world. So it doesn't necessarily need to have a 400-person company in order to, you know, create a $1 million company. Mm-hmm. Little hinges can swing big doors. So I don't believe in that from that standpoint, personally. I believe that if you can create quality, you can create quality. Yeah. So yeah, let's take a quick break and get back to the show. So yeah, what do you think about Versus last night?
Versus, first it was Gucci versus Jeezy, bro.
Yes.
Legendary. A lot of beef with them too, you know.
A lot of beef. The whole count.
Yeah. It was one of like the most. It was kind of like the Brandy, like what's her name, Monica, type of beef. Mm-hmm. But I kind of felt like Gucci let the best. I think Gucci did not bring his very best. I think he was more personally attacking Jeezy on a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the comments like he was making, like something like he said something about his son. I don't know if you caught that at that moment, right? And I was just like, bro, Jeezy was cool. He came in, he was dropping his shit. You know, he's playing his tracks and everything. But yeah, he was doing everything. But I think the whole thing became very personal after. It kind of lost the artistry of what they were doing. And I came in, I told you I was going with Jeezy like soon as like this whole thing is starting, just because I feel like he has more artistry than Gucci. So yeah, man. I mean, those are my collective thoughts, but I want to hear yours, and then we can start going deeper into it.
Got you. So you're unfamiliar with the beef that Gucci and Jeezy had?
No, I read about it briefly, but not. I wasn't into it like that. Got but you. I just saw the verses, and I was just like, man, this is kind of.
Got you. Okay, so to give you like the full context, years ago, I think 15, 20 years ago,
yeah,
Jeezy and Gucci Mane had a big falling out, and Jeezy put a hit out on Gucci Mane. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I think the fact that, one, he put a hit out, and the guy actually tried to follow through, and one of Jeezy's boys got killed in the process. You know, you're familiar with that part, right? Not so much.
Not so much, not really, bro, to be honest.
Got you. So this is where it is. So there was an attempted hit on Gucci.
So this is where this animosity is coming from.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like...
It wasn't just rap. It
wasn't just verses. I'm trying to like put on a kind of like theatrics here. It was... This guy actually tried to get
me killed.
Gucci killed.
Yeah. Like went to court. He was found not guilty. Like it was real.
So why did... For me, I don't know, and for the audience who don't know what happened, why did he try and get him killed?
I actually don't know the exact reason why. It was just like rap beef. They were beefing. Then I think the line Jeezy had was, "I'll give like X amount for whoever gives me a so icy chain," which is basically a hit. So someone tried to, one of his boys tried to, take out Gucci, and then Gucci ended up firing back and killing the guy. So meeting the person who put a hit on you is like insane.
Is this their first time meeting?
In 20 years.
What?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Are you dumb?
Exactly.
In 20 years, that like this is the first time they're meeting each other at a versus battle.
Yeah. This is great.
Man, this all makes sense. Because I'm watching this, I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
This is like, so this guy tries to get you killed 20 years ago. You haven't seen him, you've heard of him, but no physical appearance like between each other. And then now you're coming to put on a show in front of 1.2 million people on Instagram Live.
That was almost 2 million people. Because remember, it's Apple Music as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So it's millions of people. And it's going to live on after that. So it's like millions upon millions. Yeah. So, and they were dissing each other back and forth in songs, talking about how he did all types of disrespectful things to him. And you didn't even take it apart. So Gucci Mane, he got way more disrespectful than what you got. Because, so the guy who tried to kill Gucci Mane and die, his name is Pookie.
Yeah.
Right? And after he performed Truth, which is a diss song for Jeezy, he said, "I'm smoking Pookie tonight, as I'm smoking your dead homie's ashes."
That is like the most ruthless thing you could ever say to somebody.
Yeah.
Like I'm smoking your freaking dead friend ashes.
Yeah, he said that.
Bro, that's the type of shit that can make you commit murder.
Yeah.
That can make you lose your mind and just do shit that you never thought you'd be able to do. They always say, bro, everyone's a killer. You just got to push them to the, J. Cole said that everyone's a killer. You got to push them to the limits.
Yeah. That's
the type of stuff that you just toss that to someone. I can legit maybe take a knife. I'm not saying me, but I mean, maybe I am a human, right? I can do shit that I did not mean to do because you've legit insulted me at the core of the cores, and I have to defend my honor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this guy says that to him.
He said that to him.
And what did Jeezy say?
And then, but Jeezy did what you saw. He said, he just calmly tried to not retreat, but he collected himself and was like, this ain't that, and he started talking about other rappers that have died recently and said like, hey, we got to take the time to, mature and not do that.
Yeah.
It's different now, don't it? The whole thing, it's different now.
Man, you've changed my whole perspective on this because I walked into it, I was like, man, this is a mess. And I kept going in and out of the battle. I was like, let me take it in. I was okay, let me go do this, let me go do that. But now you've given me context I did not have before. Yeah. This man, they haven't seen each other for 20 years. That's one surprising thing. And then the lengths of dissing each other, this is the lengths they go to like tell you, yo, I'm smoking your dead boy's ashes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have nothing more to say, bro.
I'm so happy you didn't know to see your live reaction. That was priceless. Bro. That was chef's beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so now you know why Gucci Mane was as energetic.
He was energetic. He came with a vengeance.
Yeah, exactly.
He came with a vengeance.
He made a whole diss song for the first round. That was pretty legendary. I never saw anybody do that. I was trying to explain to my girl, and she was like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay. It's okay."
So Kristen didn't get it either.
No, because if you're not in that culture, if you're not listening to the music, you don't really know.
Yeah, I'm into rap, but I'm not into that kind of rap.
Yeah. So I understand, man. That's why I was like, listen, you don't understand the gravity of what's happening right now.
I was tuning in as a Versus fan.
Yeah,
like I'm just like, let me check out. This is gonna be big. I'm a fan of these guys, not like deep fan. But I didn't know I wasn't reading about their history like that. But that's major.
That's major. So what was happening was that like everyone was like, I was there like, you just said that? Like
everyone's like, I'm just kind of
touching my
chilling.
pearls.
Just like, yo, like, what the fuck? What do you say? Why am I cursing, bro? This is so unlike me.
Hey, it's natural, dog. It's natural, but it's a wild card.
Yo, I always say like, what the frig, bro? And you always clown me for saying what the frig.
Yeah, I definitely do. But
oh man.
Yeah, man. So that was one thing that was interesting, man. What really stood out to me though, out of everything though, was when Gucci Mane was trying to clown Jeezy's outfit, and Jeezy came back with the greatest comeback possible.
I didn't see that part.
You see that part?
No.
All right. So Gucci Mane said, "I have $10,000 worth of ice on, or no, my outfit costs $10,000. Look at my opponent." And Jeezy says, "I didn't know this was a fashion show. I don't have $10,000 on, but I own half of Atlanta. I own real estate." And Gucci Mane was silent.
And the Gucci's from Atlanta.
And Gucci's from Atlanta. They're both from Atlanta.
That is such a flex.
Such a flex.
It's such a flex that if you can't, how are you gonna come back from someone saying I own where you stay, and you hear front and close and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I own real estate, bro. Like, what do you got?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
bro. Thanks for that context, bro. I'm still kind of like.
Yeah, you should rewatch it now with that context.
I'm gonna rewatch it with a different set of eyes now, just because I know these guys have like history.
Yeah. Now you need to rewatch it and be like, oh wow.
Yeah.
And,
go on.
And just look at how tense it is in there, because there's a level of tensity that you don't really realize until like you really look at it. Because Gucci Mane didn't sit down the entire time. Jeezy was standing there the relaxed. Whole time. Yeah. And you could tell that like it was tense in there, and it was a different type of tense, Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. That was that, man. That's one thing that made my night. I was so hyped listening to old Jeezy and old Gucci, man.
Like, what are they like? What do they have any projects coming out? Like, what's the
Jeezy has the Recession 2 that just dropped, and he also has a podcast and TV show. He's hectic. He's going crazy right now.
He's snapping.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, man. So he's blacking out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But Black Friday's coming out. Speaking of blacking out.
Speaking of blacking out.
Segway King.
Man, you've been killing it today. Like segue after segue. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, that's smooth. That's smooth transition.
Yeah.
Black Friday's coming up, man.
What you trying to buy?
I'm trying to get some, I've bought everything I need. The place has everything. I think as you get older, bro, you realize that I have clothes. I have a good phone. I have a computer. I have food. What else do I need?
Honestly.
Like for real. I don't need a TV. You know how people always snap for TVs and speakers and whatever. I have nothing to snap on.
Yeah.
It'll just feel like a waste of money. It feels like this is it's a manufactured economic push.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not purchasing anything, but what are you like? Are you trying to? I know you have a lot of things you want to purchase electronic wise.
No. I have like two things. I'm mad that I bought my laptop because the Macs don't really go on sale on Black Friday, so there's nothing we can do there. The only thing is that I wanted that A1 computer. I think the only thing I think I want is a alcohol kit, like a bar making,
a bar cart, like the tool set.
The tool set, exactly.
Like you can make Manhattans, you can chop up the orange and shit and whatever.
I don't know about Manhattans. That ain't my hands ain't my speed.
Manhattans are for me, bro.
You like Manhattans?
Manhattans, old fashioned, kind of. All like the whiskey stuff. I love it.
Okay, all right. I'm into rum drinks. I'm a rum guy. I'm pretty consistent.
Yeah.
It's
very on brand.
Yeah, staying Jamaican, you feel me? Without a doubt. Appleton, if you're listening.
We got to get some alcohol sponsors in here, man.
Most definitely.
Who do we hit up first?
I think we've got to hit Appleton.
Appleton.
Bel Air.
Ciroc.
Is it Bel Air?
Belvedere.
Hmm?
You said Bel Air.
Yeah, I said Bel Air. I said it horribly though. I said it with like the most.
Bel Air.
Yeah, so I said Bel Air.
Bel Air. Like, what the hell's a Bel Air,
I got
bro?
my pinky up. What is this? Is Bel Air? What is that?
Yeah, bro. Belvedere, Ciroc,
Mm-hmm.
Patron.
Yeah.
It has to be drinks. I mean,
Patron means boss.
Patron means
I think
boss.
that would be kind of fitting.
Having like
Patron
a
for the
Patron bottle
bosses.
chilling here. You know, the thing is, once we get Patron on as a sponsor, we're going to look back at this episode now that we got video, and we're going to realize we spoke it into existence.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to have a Patron sign behind us. You feel me?
Yep.
Big things on the horizon, bro.
That would be actually fire. Yo, we need to hit up Patron because I think that would be, entrepreneur podcast for like Patron is for the bosses.
It's for the bosses, bro. And, one thing when I was coming into podcasting, Taxstone was one of my favorite podcasters before he went back to jail.
Mm-hmm. Not free Taxstone.
Not free Taxstone.
Not free. No.
What do you mean not free Taxstone?
As in, people usually say free
Oh,
Taxstone.
free Taxstone,
I'm
yeah.
like, no, he killed somebody.
He killed
not
somebody,
free,
bro.
Not free Taxstone.
But he had a great podcast, like
Amazing
amazing. He had a way of getting people to open up very freely and crack jokes and everything. And one of the favorite things he did on the pod was just he like sipping on the Douce, right? And you can hear them gulp the Douce.
Yeah.
And just that experience, and then like we got the Douce,
Yeah.
and all the guests are sipping on it, and gets people relaxed and chilled out.
Yeah, for sure.
I could have poured us a drink, but I think it's very early in the day.
Very early. I'm not trying to drink after.
And we're not trying to kill our production.
Yeah,
throughout the day, man.
Nah.
I got sauce last night, so I mean, and I can't. When you got here, I had a headache. It's gone now. I've been guzzling this water, but I have a bottle of Manhattan, JP Weisers. JP Weisers, if you're listening, I rate your drinks. Please sponsor us.
Listen. Yo, if JP Weisers or like a Patron. I'm not much of a tequila guy, but I can get with the Patron. Or if Ray Nephews, actually, Ray Nephews is hectic.
Who's Ray Nephews?
Ray Nephews is a rum. It's 63% alcohol.
What? 60?
63.
That's death in a bottle.
It's
bro.
gasoline.
Legit.
Yeah. It's a Jamaican classic.
You're killing your insides, bro. Your intestines are just gonna be wrecked.
You know what's interesting though is that you actually don't feel like the 63 though. It feels actually like a 30, which is super interesting.
So you're drinking, you don't feel the alcohol, but it just hits you out of nowhere type of.
No, honestly, I've drinking Ray Nephews in like mixed drinks, and it does not hit me like more than a, regular rum would. That's like 40%. Honestly, it feels like more. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because how it's mixed, but like usually I rarely get drunk off Ray Nephews, which is so interesting.
Do you mix your drinks?
Yeah, for sure.
You never drink straight like liquor?
I've drinking straight Ray Nephews
on
before.
the ice, on the rocks, whatever.
No, I've drinking straight shots of Ray Nephews before, but that was a crazy time of my life, to be honest with you. Like I feel like if you're drinking straight shots of Ray Nephews, you have other things to think about. Like you need to be looking at life and thinking about like what you're doing with your life to be taking straight shots.
Start with straight shots and then top bottles.
Yeah.
The thing is, I wanted to mention to you, the founder of Jack Daniels.
Who's that?
His name was Jack Daniels.
Okay.
A black man taught him how to make whiskey.
Get out of here.
His name was Uncle Nearest, right? And so yeah, Jack Daniels was actually started by a black man, bro.
Get out of here.
Wallah, bro. I'm serious.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So it came out recently. Now they're honoring Uncle Nearest. So the family, I think it was a slave who taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jack Daniels is paying homage to the family that taught them. And now that I think one of the great granddaughters of Uncle Nearest, they actually have a drink now called Uncle Nearest, like a tequila, right? So it's interesting, bro. Imagine that, right?
How would you feel being that grandmother? I mean, or his grandmother,
Bro.
that great whatever granddaughter, and someone comes to you one day and says, "Hey, so we kind of screwed over."
Well, she I think they started. She launched the drink. She published the story. She was public about it, and Jack Daniels caught wind of it. I mean, they kind of already knew like what happened with the guy who taught it, but it was always kept under wraps, right?
Interesting.
Essentially, Jack Daniels caught wind of the story, and now it's like they're paying homage to it. They're like legit giving back to the community. But it just kind of makes you wonder, bro, like there's probably other inventions and other products that were created by Black people that were just robbed.
Oh, for sure.
Right. And we probably use them every day, and we don't even know these inventions that came up about it.
For sure. I remember going to like Black History events and being taught on what's what has been made by Black people and what's been robbed, like the elevator. There's a gentleman named Alexander that actually invented the elevator, and that's where I get my name from, Elevator Alexander.
Well, that's the reason Elevated, you choose that nickname.
Yeah, it stuck with me,
Elevated.
Elevator.
I always wondered, like, what was the reason I elevated. First thing you think of is like, oh, are you high or something like that? Like, I say that with all due respect, what I'm saying, right? But I didn't know that's why you chose that.
Yeah, it was because of that, and I felt like I wanted to just elevate myself. At that time, I think when I created the name, I was starting to go through therapy. I was starting to unlearn a lot of things. You feel me? So I was like, oh damn, like all right, let me start elevating my life, and then the word is stuck from that. So I'm like, all right, it's untaken on Instagram. I'm taking it. So that was kind of where it came from.
Elevated Alexander.
Yeah, so it's a mouthful though. I wish it was like another word that I could describe that perfectly, but I was like,
I mean, they have something called a thesaurus. They have something called a thesaurus. We can look at other synonyms for elevated.
Yeah, but what am I do? Like lift Alexander?
Uplift Alexander, bro. Uplift.
I hear you.
Double
Should we
dip
change
on
both
that.
our names to Uplift? Uplift Owen, Uplift Alexander? That's kind of corny.
It's kind of corny.
Yeah.
Like the hundreds, the founders of the 100 Streetwear. You have Bobby Hundreds.
Yeah.
And Ben Hundreds.
Yeah. ASAP Rocky.
ASAP
Ferg.
Yeah.
ASAP Yams. R.I.P.
So, Uplift? Nah.
I mean, it's corny till it's not.
Yeah.
Like ASAP Rocky was corny till they popped.
And I think Uplift is very on brand with both of us. Because we're very moving up all the time. We're striving towards next things. We're positive. So let that marinate, bro.
Yeah, audience, what do you think? Should we change our names? Is that are you talking craziness right now? But yeah,
are we talking reckless? Up, what else did we have?
We have a few things we want to chat about. Amazon is getting into prescription drugs. They acquired the company that Nas invested in. I think it's called it's Pill something. I can't remember the actual name. I can't remember the name of it. I just Googled pill. I don't know why I did that. But Amazon bought a pill company that Nas invested in. And that was probably one of Nas's biggest investments.
So he cashed out.
Yeah, he cashed out.
Jeez. He's a savvy investor, man.
Yeah, oh, for sure. People sleep on Nas. But
what are your thoughts on the Amazon deal?
I think they're going to dominate. I also think it's going to get finessed like crazy. I think like it's not going to be good for America. America is the drug capital of the world, and the biggest delivery service in the world just said, "Hey, you can order online." I think that's not going to go well. Like it can be convenient for a lot of people, but I think like when it comes to like the ratio of people that are going to be using it for bad, because pills in America is a bad thing right now. So yeah, that's just not going to go well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great thing.
Business wise,
like this is gonna fatten up. This is what's gonna make Bezos reach $1 trillion net worth. Pills, bro. Stuff you need every day. Yeah, man. Big ups to him. Big ups to him and the Amazon team, bro, because that's a big play.
Amazing. Yeah, it's gonna like change Shoppers Drug Mart. It's gonna change like Shoppers is about to come out on Shopify now. That's gonna be the new thing to compete. But it's gonna be a tough battle to compete with Amazon. So yeah, I think business wise, it's a great move, and it's looking forward and having that forward thinking mindset of where can they move into next. So I think that's smart, but in terms of repercussions, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Also, like, I wonder how they're validating the sellers. Like, you can become an Amazon seller relatively easily, right? So if I'm like a hustler, man,
if you're imagine if you're in a drop ship tablets.
Oh my God. That's horrible. Yeah.
I think you can drop ship like, whatever it is, like specific pills, like if they're like hair growth pills.
Yeah.
Viagra's, like the chewies. Like there's something called Jordan Belfort here, and it's Blue Chew. It's kind of like you chew the gum.
Yeah.
And it kind of dissolves and it gives you
the Viagra. Yeah. So basically, what happened is Viagra lost its patent.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Viagra lost its patent. Not lost the patent, but the patent expires. The patent stays about 30 years, right? So right now, Nike also lost the patent. Not lost the patent. That's the incorrect wording. The patent expires, I think, is what it's called. So after now that it's up for public use, other people are using it. So now there's the Blue Chews, the Jack Healths, the whatever,
the Romans, her Roman,
exactly. These all types of brands now that can just come through and you leverage that and create a brand out of nowhere and just go. Honestly, that's like the easiest way to make money right now. If you're broke, nah, I'm not gonna suggest it.
Are you sure you wanna go there, bro?
Yeah, no. I don't wanna go that route. No, definitely not. Nah. But yeah, it's an interesting concept, of looking up patents that are gonna expire, then leveraging that. Like for instance, like Nike's Air Force One patent is up. So now people are bootlegging the Air Force One.
Because there's no repercussions to it.
Yeah, exactly. Same with that. That's why Bape is so popping, because they can copy that. At first, they had like a version that was just like around it. Then they can actually go straight for it. Now. So yeah, and that happened with Reebok as well. There's a lot of other companies that have classics that are no longer patented. So other companies are just
as a company with patents, if it expires, you can't re-up on it again.
I don't think so. No.
It's just like it's tough, perfect competition.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. I mean, after 30 years, man, like, why would I even want to dip into that? Like, the company probably has so much leverage. Like, I know this is a Nike Air Force One. Like, you're not gonna reinvent something and present it as, oh, it's our idea. We own the patent, but you didn't. We know. If you know, you know.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know Viagra was the true OG. So Blue Chew coming, I'm like, yeah, it works, but like, you're not Viagra though. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. That's one thing what I think about this patent stuff. There's no reason, man. Like, the company's already utilized it for their need, and here, play with it. It's kind of like drop shipping, bro. If everyone was drop shipping furniture, IKEA can look at me and be like, we own the supply. We own logistical chain of this couch or whatever. You drop shipping from vendors at those margins. Yeah, you can have as much traffic as you want, but you're losing money doing it. Same thing with Viagra. Like, yeah, like, go ahead, make the whatever, but we own the market. So you're actually making us. Okay, are you disagreeing with owning the market? I
definitely disagree.
With owning the market.
Yeah, Viagra does not own the market.
Okay, there's Viagra. There is Cialis, Cytophil.
But here's the thing, though, a new man that turns 18 every day, right? And every man wants a bigger, stronger, faster dick.
Yes. Yeah.
So every day is a new market for that. Every day.
Mm-hmm.
And Viagra doesn't have the strongest online presence.
Mm.
That's where Blue Chew comes in, and they probably heard it on a podcast, most likely.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the other companies come in because they can online target younger people and advertise to them and get them in. Viagra is aged up.
Yeah.
So this is a prime opportunity. This is like the weirdest business, but
Would you go in this business?
hell no.
You
I
wouldn't.
would
do it.
advertise for them. Why not? They could make a great client.
But is it the fact that you don't want to? Do you think indirectly kind of makes you look as if you
A little
have?
stingy, not stingy, like a little like.
It's just like you had the problems, and you know how every entrepreneur has. I
Oh,
had
the
this
problem
kind of
I
pain
tried to
in it.
solve.
Oh yeah, like I had a friction point of
Yeah.
So I went and started this.
Don't kill me, my Dragon's Den pitch. Yo, I couldn't get it up, so I decided
I had to create something for the audience, for the young 26, 27-year-old males.
Yeah.
I think that's I will never be in this business because of that. It's just like, why is it a young man like me starting a erectile dysfunctional product?
Because it makes a lot of money.
Yeah, but even like getting behind that,
Yeah, I know.
like
It's weird.
day
It's like,
in, day out for years. Like,
yeah, it's like selling bleaching cream.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, bleaching cream makes a lot of money, but like, what's the ethics behind your business? For sure. So, yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. But anyways, man, let's work towards wrapping up, man. Any announcements, anything you want to talk about before we head out of here?
Not really. What about you?
On my end, nothing. Not as yet. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah, help us get to our first 1,000 subscribers.
Yes,
That
yes,
is our goal. Man, I think Russ, he used to say, I used to in this song called The Journey, he just goes like, we used to laugh, we used to get hype for getting 1,000 plays. Not looking back now, I realize that the journey is everything. Ain't no destination, man, the journey is everything. We just got our first 1,000 play month.
Yes, we did.
How do you feel about that?
Listen, shout out to audience members, yo, hustlers, yo. Shout out to y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all supporting us, listening to us. Our first 1,000 play month. Looking at the chart and seeing how it skyrocketed over the last like few months.
That was unreal.
You know,
like I posting that on our own IGs and just showing people, it felt amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing like, man, this is progress. And honestly, bro, I gotta give a shout out to you too, bro. You know, every day, bro, I know that I would say, I'm grateful for, having you as most importantly, as a friend and as a partner. But yeah, man, I'm very thankful that we're doing this. And I appreciate the work you put in. I appreciate the effort, the consistency, the desire and hunger, and the will.
Yeah.
It takes will.
100%.
And I know you've always had this, but I want to appreciate it and acknowledge it. And I'll always acknowledge it because you always got to give people their flowers, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
And just want to let you know that I rate you accordingly. And that accordingly is at a very high bar because results speak. And, until you came on board, I was a solo man. I was a solo pilot. And now with you here, there's consistency. There is output. We're putting out more projects and everything else. It takes a team, right? And I think this also leads into entrepreneurship and coming into business. It's like solo dolo-ness has a cap, has a ceiling. And yeah, man, I think with you here, opened a lot of doors, and now we're skyrocketing. Next thing, 2,000 play month, 3,000. By end of 2021, have a 10,000 play month. Anything is possible, bro. But
That's
yeah,
a fact,
bro.
man. Appreciate you, bro.
Gotta rate Papito Al accordingly, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
No, it takes a team. It takes an audience that believes in us, man. So thank you for believing us. Thank you for checking us out. You know, it makes a huge difference, man. So thank you, man. You know, it's funny that we rarely see people comment and like engage with us, but they're coming back. You guys are coming back. You guys are listening. You guys are, you know, giving us individual feedback. But let us know, like, comment on our post on Instagram. Let us know that, you know, what you think of each podcast and what feedback you have for us. So I appreciate y'all and keep supporting.
People are always watching. Yeah. No matter what, if they don't interact, people always are watching.
Yeah.
The most unlikely people you think are watching they're scouting you.
Yeah, I got someone for you actually. Once you hop off camera,
you got some tea, bro?
I got something for you, fam.
Jeez, okay,
yeah,
bro,
man.
You're coming in hot, bro. Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, that's, ladies and gentlemen, though, the hustle is what you can't control. So control your grind and control your life. I'm Alex,
and I'm Owen,
and that's Hustle Over Everything. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Thank you so much for listening. The conversation continues on our Instagram at 247hustler. We post very frequently. And be sure to check out our merch at hustleovereverything.co. We have some amazing sweaters, hats, mugs, and a lot more. Lastly, our Proud to Pay program is linked in the description below. Thank you so much for your support. Talk to you next Monday. Peace.